When she mentioned her daughter's name, there's just a lot of things that came through. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of pain in this child. So I offered to help the child. And there was a lot that was going on, negative attachment, pain, because she's taking all that is happening from her parents. At times, the parents can be arguing and trying to keep that away from the child, like we're just gonna argue in the room or whatever. But she feels the energy, even though you can come through and say hi, with all the smile. The child never sees the actual argument happening, but the energy is alive, is present. She's peeking into that causes trauma on its own. And also one other thing that I've been emphasizing lately is just that as parents, it's not even about just us. We have got a responsibility to be that spiritual guardian for our children. So it's not about providing just physically and all that. It's us physically being present, emotionally, mentally, and also spiritually, which often people take for granted. It's kind of like, I'm giving you the food and the house. What do you want? They don't realize that they're opening doors to lower vibrations with where they're at or whatever that they're dealing with. So it's bigger than just like physical or whatever that we think it is.
Yeah, and kids especially, probably more so than adults, really pick up on that energy, don't they? They kind of they have that almost like a sixth sense about what's going on around them, and they can tell when somebody's not right or something's not right. And I suppose that's part of being a child. It's important that they know when stuff's not right to keep themselves safe. I suppose that's probably an evolution thing, I imagine.
Yeah, and on the other hand, like as a child, children have not fully learned to shut down from who they are. And just imagine a little baby who's coming, like just a little bit baby who's just born. They they don't speak, and this is the whole thing, that it's not about the words that we're saying, it's about the energy. They don't speak, but they are aware, like for instance, of the aura and stuff. That's their language. So they come to learn, which is like being conditioned that, oh, words are more important, or even they are not important for you because you are a child, you cannot be heard, whatever that is whatever that is at play. But for them, the best thing that they know and they're born with is that sixth sense. It's just natural for them. They have not fully disconnected from it. So even when people are speaking and all that, what they understand more is the energy, and then eventually they use the sense not just to understand, but to more for survival, because it's kind of like it's not safe here. So and this is, I love that, because when you're talking about intuition and all these gifts, it's kind of like, oh, I'm gifted and all that. But when you look at it on the other hand, of course, it's a gift that we are born with it. It's natural for us. But we developed it because it was not safe where we at. It was a survival mechanism that we only can rely on. Wherever you are, maybe you're supposed to go home and like something doesn't feel right, kind of like, I'm gonna spend time here because you're trying to avoid this energy that you know is not right. Or you get home and you just check first thing, you just connect into your body and just checking what is happening. And when you're speaking to someone, should I be open? Should I be into this person, or just keep my distance for me to be safe? And you just go to your room or go in a corner where you can be safe. So it's both.